Hey guys, this is going to be an experience video. Let me just move over. This is going to be an experience video of me, of my X Factor tour and what happened during it. So, Rex, shut up. So, November-ish time, my nan texted me like 1 o'clock in the morning saying, I've just got us tickets to go see Stereo Kicks live in concert. And she knows I'm in love with Stereo Kicks. I literally stalk them online. Oh, that's I'm just tweeting right now. Sorry, just my chickens have disappeared. Yeah, so then the day of the concert came around and I was just nervous and I had this poster, this massive poster saying, Charlie, I'll be a believer for life, with a picture of Charlie with glitter around him. And, oh God, it was amazing. And then that was one side of it. The table's very wonky. That was one side of it, and then on the other side it said 8 boys, 1 dream, and it had Chris, Jake, Barclay, Tom, yeah, like all the names were on the outside. Can't remember which order they were in. I know Chris was at the top on the left. No, the right. Yeah, and yeah, that was really, really fun. So I was then at the concert. Rex, come on. Rex, come on. Yeah, boy. So my dog's come to join the video. Yeah, so I was then... Ooh, whoa, Rex, whoa. You okay? You okay? Anyway, yeah, so I was very nervous, and I was just waiting and waiting. I had to go to school that day, and oh God, it was so bad. I couldn't go to school knowing I was going to be seeing the boys in concert. So yeah, that was very bad. I then, when school finished, I literally ran home. Yeah, I literally ran home and got ready. I was wearing this, a Keep Calm and Take a Selfie shirt, these trousers and Stereo Kick shoes, which I made. My dad drove me, my nan, and my mum and my sister came to drive us up. At about 5:30 we left, and the show didn't open till 6:30, so we had an hour to get up there. We got into actual Cardiff City around 10 to 6, ended up getting to the concert arena place at 6:25. Let me just move over. So yeah, it took a very long time to get there, which usually takes about 10 minutes. So that was very, very, very annoying. And then I had to then go and meet my mum somewhere because I forgot my poster. My poster was in the back of the car, and the show started in like 5 minutes. I was like, oh. But I bought a top and I got my poster, and I got back in, and then I waited down for like 3-4 minutes, and then the show started. I was like, yes. So then I was waiting then and for Stereo Kicks to come on. They came on. I went out in the front up against the barrier. First person to notice me was Charlie, and I was holding my Charlie, I'll be a believer for life poster. So yeah, that was very fun. I was then waiting and waiting and waiting for them to come back on after like one person. Then I was still down the front. They came back on for Shake It Off, and I was just like waving to Chris, and Chris waved to me, and then Casey waved to me. I was like 3 out of 8, and they've only been on for 2 songs. So I was like, right, the only people attention I need to get now is Jake, James, Tom, Reese, and Barclay. I was like, okay. So I kept on dancing, and then their song ended. I was like, oh, okay. Didn't get any of the attention. But then they came back on then about 15 minutes later to sing Everybody. Then they were coming back through and walking around and then up to the steps. When they were walking back up to the steps, I grabbed Tom's hand. Tom grabbed my hand back and held my hand like that. He held my hand like that, but then walked straight away. It was literally like, say this was us. He walked past, my hand was like this, like trying to grab him, and his hand was like this because he was using this hand. And we walked past and we just connected hands and then broke away. I was like, Barclay, and I grabbed his hand, but he literally went, and then went. I was like, oh. and it didn't even look. I was like, if you guys don't know, Charlie and Barkley are my favourites. So yeah, it was amazing. And then when they were singing it then, they went down to the catwalk. I ran down to the catwalk and Casey waved at me again. And then on the video I have, I got my friend's mum to record because she was recording for both of us. So you can't see me actually think, you could see me holding my poster. I run back down and then she moves the camera back to where they were running as soon as Jake waved to me, and I was like, seriously, so I have no footage of Jake waving at me. I'm still trying to find her on YouTube. So I was there dancing, came back over, yes, they waved at me again. I was like, yes, babe, yes. So I only had 3 people left to get. No, 4 people. Tom, Reese, James, and Barkley. Because Barkley only grabbed my hand and didn't even look at me. So I was like, oh. So then they went off then and came back on for their song, Run. Or Light Up, as some of you know it, but I know it was Run. And they were singing it and singing it and singing it, and I was like, oh, bae. And I got Tom's attention during that. They were like, let it be, let it be. And Tom was like, hi to me. Or I think Tom waved to me and everybody as well, but I can't remember. Yeah, he was just like, hi. And I was like, dead. I'm just dead. And then, so I only had 2 more people to get, Barkley and James. And then they went off then, and I got Charlie's attention again, and Casey's attention again. Casey was literally the most interactive with the fans, and Chris was. Chris was just there. Then they finished on the catwalk. I ran over to the catwalk, but I was like 3 rows behind. But there was like this gap right at the front, so I just ran into that gap with my friend Megan. So they were like starting to take stuff off fans, so and only 2 people gave them their Twitter names, so I was like shoving my poster at them. And Chris picked my poster and he was like, yeah, he looking at it, and he looked right and said, Charlie, I'll be a believer for life. So he looked right and he was like, yeah, I went around. And then the cameras started to zoom in. She zoomed in onto Jake and James, Barkley and Casey. And I was like, oh. And Tom and Reese, and I was like, oh, you didn't zoom in on the boys that are holding my poster. What are you doing? And then I was like, oh. So I was like, yes, dance, yeah. And they were like, and Charlie looked at her and he was like, that's your poster. Because he saw me with it like 5 times. And I was like, yeah, that's my poster. And he was like, thank you. And I was like, I literally just covered my face with my hands and he started laughing. I was like, and started crying. He was like, oh. And then they went off. I was like, oh. And then they came back on them for I Will Forget, or I Won't Forget, which is their last group song after Ben sung. So then, after they took my poster, I had both hands free. My phone was messing up; it wouldn't record anything. So I was like, oh. And she was like, "Don't worry, I'll film on my phone and send it to you." I was like, "Oh, okay then." So I was like that, and then I still haven't got James's or Barkley's attention, and James and Barkley are right in front of me, and I was like, James, literally screaming for him. I was like, James, look at me, James Graham, I swear to God, you better look at me. And he was laughing, and I was like, hi, and he was like, hi, and I was like, get Barkley, because Barkley wasn't listening to anyone, and he was like, okay, and I was like, get Barkley, and he was like, okay, I got this, Barkley. And Barkley was not listening, and he was like, Barkley, and you could hear him shouting, Barkley, and then he was like, oh, and pushed Barkley, and Barkley like, what? And he was like, a fan, and I was like, hi, and he was like, hi, and I was like, I started crying, and he was like laughing, he was like, and then they had this, they had the bit, and he just like bent down and started singing to me and my 2 friends, Lauren and Megan. Oh God, it was amazing. And I was like this during the song, everybody, and I was like this texting, and he looked down at me, and he was good, and I was like, oh, okay. I was texting my mum, because my mum was like, oh, did they take your poster? And I was like, yeah, they did. Like after it, and she was like, oh, good. And then if you want to try and meet them, this is what you got to do. Get there early. I didn't get there early because my nan wouldn't let me. She was like, no, I'm not getting lost. You'll go. But if you're going on your own or with a group of friends, get there miss school if you have to, ditch school, whatever you call it, truant from school. Yeah, just get there. Like for the One Direction concert, I might, because I'm going to see One Direction in 2 months, 2 months tomorrow. I am literally just gonna be there, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get there about 8 o'clock in the morning and just stay out all day. Yeah, or I might go there the night before and try and get in their hotel, like book a place in their hotel for the night because they stay in the Marriott or something like that, which is the most expensive hotel in all of Cardiff, which is by the stadium. So yeah, see what hotel they're staying at first, and then I'll book a place in there. Yeah, so guys, oh yeah, and people saying all the way through the concert that the Brook Brothers were there. Now they have gone to every single concert. If you don't know who the Brook Brothers are, they were up against Stereo Kicks in the judges' houses. They were the last 2 people to go through, but the Brook Brothers didn't go through, but they still had fan base. I am part of that fan base. I am in love with Kyle. They are from just up the road from me. They're from Cardiff. They were born in Cardiff, raised in Penarth. I catch the Penarth train up to Cardiff. It's just after Cardiff. They were born in the Heath Hospital, I think, or Queen's Hospital, something like that. And yeah, they're just like a couple of months older than me, something like that. So yeah, they're like August or something like that. I'm not that stalkish. Yeah, so, and yeah, I met them because they were there, and I literally walked out the door like 20 minutes after everyone left, and they were just there taking photos with a couple of fans, and I was like, oh hi, and they were like, I recognise you from somewhere, and I was like, and they were like, you're Shayla Feet Nile on Instagram, and I was like, how do you know me? And they were like, you sent us loads of pictures and sent us loads of DMs, and I replied, and I was like, oh yeah. I sent them a picture of like a funny picture of them, and I sent it to Kyle because Josh literally never goes on his Instagram. Well, at that time he didn't, so I was like, so I sent it to the group account, and I did still send it to Josh, but only Kyle replied, and Kyle was like, that's really cool. So I was like, yeah. Yeah, this was my ticket from the concert. It says I had really good seats. It says block 3, row JJ, seat 48, so I was right on the end. And I don't think it tells you the price of the ticket. Yeah, it does. I paid £19.50 for the ticket. So yeah, the tickets are £16.50, but it's £16, but it's £3.50 for postage for each ticket. You know, they send them together. So basically £6 for a ticket. It's terrible. £7 for a ticket. It's terrible. But I still got to go. They had to rip a bit off, which I'm really upset about. Yeah, they had to rip 2 bit. That was where they were joined, but there they were. Then they had to rip that bit off. Then the show that I'd actually gone in. Yeah. So if your concert ticket doesn't look like this and doesn't have all that writing on the back, then I wouldn't risk it. Yeah. See the X Factor Live Tour 2015. Yeah, it was amazing. See the doors open at 6:30, Wednesday the 11th of March. Under 14s are allowed with an adult. I'm 14, so I'm happy. Yeah, so, yeah, guys. I will stick some, I don't think I will stick some of the concert footage, but I'm going to stick the concert footage up online. So, yeah, if you want to see the pictures of me with Kyle and Josh Brooks, then you can click on my Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook accounts down there. Just add me as a friend if you want to talk or anything like that, and ask any more questions because this was a bit rushed. Yeah, so just like and subscribe, and I'm sorry for all the distractions and the noise coming from my house because I've got my teenage brother in the house with me. Yeah. Oh, and if you're an Xbox person who likes to play Xbox, go check out my brother's account. He's on YouTube. He hasn't posted any videos yet, but he's really cool. I will stick the link to that down below. He just started it a couple of days ago after he found out I done it, and he thought, wow, that's really cool. He's always wanted to be a YouTuber, so he found out I done it and really enjoyed. So yeah, I might be doing the brother and sister tag with him if he lets me. There's a chicken right next to me, which that chicken I'm scared of, so bye guys.